G'day guys, good morning. We're nearly ready for our adventure. We're all loaded up, just doing a few last little vacuuming and that sort of thing. So we're definitely full. We've got all our maxi tracks on the back. Jack, other jacks. And I can't wait to get to the warm country because it's cold this morning. Look at this. Whew. Bit of ice on our fridge. So where we're going is going to be much warmer, so I'm looking forward to it. So we're just about to leave, so we'll catch you on the road.
Well folks, good morning. It's, what is it today? Tuesday the 25th of June. We're at Port Augusta. There's the four of us. We've got ourselves, Janice and I. We've got Brad and his family. We've got my wife's brother, and we got Phil here, and the patrol has given us some trouble. We've done a CV joint, or the boot split, and let the grease out, and so there's been a bit of mucking around here getting parts, but we got them this morning, so they're going back in now. How's your attitude, Phil, with all this stuff going on?
It's going fantastic now. We've got parts, we've got the aircon fixed, we're ready to rock and roll.
And the kids are just showing exemplary behaviour, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
What about you, Brad? You going all right?
Oh, yeah, we're going good.
You're not having a camp under there?
You beat me to it. I was going to tell them that our problems doesn't just happen on the farm.
But it's not Jeep problems either.
No, this is not a Jeep problem.
They're following you around, but Brad, the problem. Maybe you jinxed it.
Well, so we're hoping to get going today. We might split a couple of different ways. We might go up the Oodnadatta track, or straight up to Cooper Pedy. Different parts of the family have done some things and not others, so it's a work in progress. We're enjoying just the...
Tell them about my DPF sensor.
Well, yeah, we better throw the Isuzu under the bus. What happened there, Brad?
The DPF sensor went.
And
you tell them it'll be easier.
yeah, well, yeah, right. The DPF sensor went, so it gets clogged up apparently when it tries to do the burn off, and other hoses went too, but that's he got going in no time at all. I'll grab that, Phil. No, it's not efficiency, mate. It's territorialness. I just don't want to get my tools mixed up with anyone. I don't like mixed tools. What do you think about this, Jamie?
It's happening at the beginning of the trip.
And Jen's just disappeared, so I'll catch her because I can see I could sense that she was disappearing. Now, what's your take on the show here? It's a bit of a show, isn't it?
What a show, as Robbo would say.
It's Robbo's he's not with us, but he's with us, isn't he? Hey?
Yes.
So yeah, it's just interesting, isn't it? It's
test attitudes.
It's really good attitude adjuster, isn't it? So anyway,
Helping us all to learn to slow down.
I said to Phil's kids that it'll be they'll see the best and the worst of their dad, and he'll be learning just as much as the kids will be. Anyway, little update, folks. Well, folks, it's 26th of June. We're in an area north of Cooper Pedy in South Australia, called the Breakaways, and that's that area up there where the cliff is. I guess there's a car up there, a couple of cars shining. There's a little formation there called Salt and Pepper. Obviously water came through here at some point and left the tabletops and then eroded the other. It would have been a big flood, I reckon. And then we've got this is the area right next to us here. We're looking south, just interesting formations, nothing at all like in America, Grand Canyon and all that, but interesting in its own right. And then you go across the flatlands. That might be, I don't know, I'd be guessing close to 80 kilometres, maybe a little more to those other mountain range over there. Peter back again, folks. We're just coming back onto the highway, heading north to Alice Springs. But I just reminded of when we were at Cooper Pedy, met up with a guy called Greg, and he told us a story about a family up in Queensland who watched the channel, and Justine's the mum. There's 3 kids. The older sister's doing nursing and an older brother's doing an apprenticeship, and there's a young guy on the farm who is using a D9 to dig a dam or clean one out. But their dad died a couple of years ago. The husband and the dad died a couple of years ago. And Mum, Justine's taken on the task of trying to keep it and provide for the kids, and it was just a heartwarming story, and they're the sort of stories that touch our hearts and make a difference to us, and we've been very encouraged that Greg shared that one with us. So shout out to that family, and wish you all the best. Well folks, it's Peter here, and he's off-sider. We just spent the night here at a little campsite a couple of k's off the highway, 20-30 k's north of Marla, about 400 k's from Alice Springs. This is where we camped last night. It's just a lovely secluded little spot. Not a lot of rainfall in this area. The scrub, the undergrowth is very old and dry, and when you light your fires out here, they're like petrol fires. It lights so easily, and because the wood's so dry and dense. So we're not far off heading off, or trying to. We've got Mr. Elon's power pole here with our setup for the communications. The wife is waiting for a contract to come through regarding the sale of some cotton, so we can't really leave until that's completed. The train called the Ghan leaves Adelaide, goes to Darwin. I think it's a 2.5 day trip. It's supposed to be going through here sometime, and I'm hoping to catch it, but we've parked only, I don't know, 60-70 metres from the rail line. No one else within Cooey. The highway's a couple of k's away to the east. Just a beautiful, lovely morning, probably 16 degrees now. Did get down to 5 or 6 overnight, but very comfortable we were. It might turn up or it might not. I might just sit here and contemplate all things, well, anything I guess I can contemplate, can't I? Here it comes. Look at that, I can see a light. Here we go. Now that's probably, I reckon that's could be 10 to 15 k's away. So I'm just going to pause this because it'll take too long to get here. This train is called the Ghan, or the Ghan, it's short for Afghan. 100 years ago or more, or Central Australia was opened up in large part due to the Afghan folks and their camels. And so a lot of the only mode of transport and getting around was with camels. They didn't need a lot of water. They could get their water out of the vegetation, and very, very effective at their time, in their time. And this is a memorial, I guess, this train, to their efforts and the work that they did. There's another train that goes from Sydney to Perth. That's called the Indian Pacific, that joins up the two oceans, I guess. And anyway, this one is not that far away, so I'll step back so as I don't get run over. It's only a passenger train, this. They're not like I remember them, folks. These things used to clatter and bang and swish and sway, and they had fixed lengths of line that were joined with fish plates. Now they're all seamlessly welded. They're so quiet, and they've got little rubber pads underneath the mountings on the sleepers. But 40 years ago, 50 years ago, I remember as a little child that did a school. We went from a local school to the railway station and went through the the cabin of one of the old steam trains, and that was, I've never forgotten. But there's something fascinating about big machinery. It's good. Anyway, there's just a little snippet out of our morning.
Well, g'day guys. Just an update on the road. Nice cracking sun rise this morning. Nice big rock behind there where we've made it to Alice after Phil's little CV issues. Me and my uncle, we went on the Data track in the Flinders, and then we've met up at Alice, so we're about to head off to do the Tanami, so that's a bit exciting. But I did notice the old tyres kind of let me down. She's separating. It is just a Chinese one, but so I think that would be prudent to get that sorted this morning before we go and head off into the middle of nowhere. And then I did notice on the inside, I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's very chewed out on the inside of that tyre, so I just don't know, maybe it wasn't aligned properly or whether it's moved or something, so I'm just going to try and get a wheel alignment. So we've all met back up here and we're going to head off, so we'll see you on the road. Good on ya. Well guys, update time, end of the day, Nelly. Just thought we'd catch the sun before she dropped. We're at a place called Renman's Bore, off the road a little bit, in the middle of the Tanami. So I've got some accompanied drone footage, and there's a whole lot of not much out here. So lots of birds. They're doing a big construction road building exercise with bitumen and that, so they're doing an awesome job. I saw two 24 graders, one was a 24M, one was a 24H, I think 357 scrapers, just, yeah, the whole works. They're doing an awesome job, so that kept me very excited. I was nearly getting overstimulated on the drive, made up for the lack of undulation. Well, update guys, we stopped on the mighty Tanami, playing football. Dad's just smashed the back window on his car, or ute, on the canopy, so we're just waiting for him to catch up. Not sure what we'll do. Very exciting, but we're about halfway on the Tanami. It's been going well, not too rough, and I finally busted out the shorts and the thongs. And it's very exciting. Get the fluoros shining today. So we've just been looking at maize, and we saw, where are we here? I'll show you down here. We saw a dingo. There's some dingo tracks. So that's pretty cool. Just been noticing lots of nice, they must have had some good rain here recently, so there's lots of native wildflowers. So you've got all sorts of wattle, and there's purples and blues and all sorts of different flowers, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, just a quick update. We'll come back to you.
Hi folks, we're just starting the canning stock route and for camp tonight, and so we got sand up there and bogged vehicles, and we got an hour of sunlight left, so We're just all lowering our tyre pressures.
We might be camping the night here, eh?
Yep. Whose idea was this, Dad?
Would have been my older brother. And as a good younger brother, I just said, okay, we better do it.
And now you're regretting
So
it?
this is a bit of a detour from our trip. I think Brad wanted to, tick the Canning stock route off on his things to do. So at least if he's done 20 k's of it, he'd say he's done a bit of it. So that's what we're doing here now.
And we're lowering the tyre pressures.
Yes. There's the other guys up there, they've got lighter vans and single axles and they're getting bogged in the sand. Can't get the momentum because it's so rough.
Yeah, because the water runs through here.
Yes, this has turned into the waterway. Anyway, we'll see how much damage we get in the van after all this.
Yeah, hopefully not too much.
Well guys, more developments. We managed to find a nice little park to park on the river, on the Stewart Creek apparently. But there's a massive bog hole in front of us, so we've actually started going down the Canning stock route, which is pretty cool. Wanted to say I'd done it, a bit of it anyway, so I've done, we've done 10 k's. I've been bogged twice in sand, so I've got my tyres down crazy. We've got my uncle there, he's trying to back up, find a spot to turn. Then we've got the two big vans up there that are, we've still got to work out how to get reversed and turned around. So yes, it's wet up here. Anyway, bit of excitement in the camp. Well guys, we just did the the rim walk and I took some drone footage and we're just about to head off. They've all left me. We were chatting to the campers over here, they were very friendly. So apparently that crater, it's Wolf Creek crater, and apparently it's the second biggest one in the world. I think one in Arizona is bigger. So we did the walk, it was about 3.5 k's and it was pretty nice scenery. So after our little adventures last night, we just come in dark here, we all crammed in this site. We had 3 vans in here. Dad was parked out somewhere else. Yeah, so we just went and had food and bed. We were rolled. So it's a new day and we're going to hit the road.